It's time to focus on the things you need, the things you deserve. You deserve a healthy body. Supplements that get you moving and keep you moving. That make you feel good, look good, do good. And they shouldn't contain GMOs, artificial ingredients, or heavy metals, ever. Supplements that are clinically studied, use proven absorption technologies, are designed by scientists, and are ethically sourced and produced. Supplements with everything you need, nothing you don't. You deserve a company that you can trust, that's dedicated to safe manufacturing practices and third-party testing, that ensures the highest quality of effectiveness from extraction of ingredients all the way to the composition of the packaging. Wait a second. You deserve to see the process. You deserve a company led by a CEO with a deep belief in the power of people, dedicated to inspiring entrepreneurs to achieve success. A company with a phytonutrient chemist and expert on natural molecules who is obsessed with human health and has your best interest in mind to design its products. A board comprised of talented doctors from around the world. You deserve to be surrounded by people you trust and look up to. Empowered ambassadors that inspire wellness every day. Leaders who are rooting for you to be the best version of yourself. A community that works hard and plays hard. You deserve to experience adventures that take you around the world. And you deserve to be recognized for your hard work. It's time to get what you deserve. It's time to shift your focus. 3.
Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are joining us from. Welcome to our weekly Global Wellness webinar. Today, we are very honored to have a very special VIP guest speaker, Dr. Lana Galicia from the United States. And we will be joined by 3 panelists, also from United States and Australia. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Dr. Caroline Hong. I have had 40 years in the healthcare and business industry in Australia. So I spent 15 years as a clinician dentist initially in Australia, and then I moved on to become a CEO of the largest dental association in Australia for New South Wales and the ACT. After that, I moved on to the medical sector and was their CEO for 10 years for a medical imaging body for Australia and New Zealand. And I moved on to the business sector in a consulting role and was the CEO for the Small and Medium Enterprise Association of Australia. For the past 10 years or so, I've been mostly running my own consulting company as an advisor, as well as a company director across all sectors in government, as well as in the private sector and the not-for-profit sector and in business. So today I'm going to call on Dr. Lana. Dr. Lana Galicia, would you like to turn your camera on? Hi, Dr. Lana, how are you?
I'm doing marvelous. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me tonight. I'm blessed. Thank you.
Thank you. You look beautiful. You are glowing. Thank you so
Thank you.
much for giving us time out of your busy schedule. I know you've got 2 clinics running now, and we really appreciate having you. So for those of you who have already met Dr. Lana, she was also a speaker at the recent convention in Salt Lake City, and many of you who joined us today here might not have met Dr. Lana. I'll tell you a little bit about her. She earned her Doctor of Medicine, as well as a Bachelor of Science in Biology in the Philippines, and she became a specialist in the US. She's a pain management physician and an anesthesiologist. She's widely published, and she also is a sought-after speaker and presenter to a host of organizations, including health professionals. And won many, many awards as well. I'm going to let Dr. Lana tell us a bit more about her journey herself, how she became a doctor and also becoming a specialist in the US. So perhaps we'll start from there, Dr. Lana.
Thank you. Thank you. That was so kind of you. Yes, just to give you a small a backstory here about Dr. Galicia, Lana for short. I came from a very humble beginnings in the northern part of the Philippines. I was actually a scholar by the National Science of Development Production, or NSDB, in the Philippines through my BS biology years and in medicine. And I've but fortunate to have met my wonderful husband of 30 plus years, who actually helped me to come over to the United States. Never thought that I'll be coming to the US. I thought I will study neurosurgery where in my native country, the Philippines. But I fell in love, and so now we've been married for 30 plus years, came to the US about right after my internship in the Philippines. And I took the medical boards here, the USMLE, which is the United States Medical Licensure Exam, and became an anesthesiologist after a few years. And after that, there are some challenges, I tell you, when you come to the US, before you become a physician, a practicing physician here, even though you are a physician back home, you have to go through a lot of steps. You have to take several steps, 4 steps to be exact, to become first to get a match, be matched to a program. And after that, after my anesthesiology, I felt that there is a need for pain management in this country. And so I had the opportunity to become a fellow in pain management at the University of California, Davis, in northern part of California, which is Sacramento. And at that time, after my fellowship training, I was fortunate and blessed to have been offered a position to become the director of their medical student fellowship program and trained doctors to become pain doctors. So I had that opportunity, and also build their virtual pain management program at the University of California at Davis Medical Center. So I did that for 8 years, up until my husband said, we need to join our family down here in Southern California. And then I built 2. Now I have 2 pain clinics, and I'm between 5 surgical centers where I do vital pain procedures on my patients to help with their pain management. That's where I am. And I have 4 wonderful children who are all in college. My why I do all these things is for them and to serve my God, if you very well know.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Lana. It's amazing. I've known you for a few years before I joined, my husband and I joined the company 3 International. So it's lovely to see how you just getting younger and younger each time I see you. Your experience and background actually adds a lot of credibility to our scientific advisory board. So I'm going to ask you a few questions. What does that role entails, and what do you think is best about being on the scientific advisory board, even though it's an unpaid role and you're such a busy doctor? And why do you think having a scientific advisory board is so important for a company like 3 International?
Those are wonderful questions, and I'm going to go one by one. First, well, why 3? And my answer is why not? I think the company, the leadership, and the people that comprise the company, the science behind the products. Our wonderful scientific chief is just amazing, and more so the people that we have here. And one thing is stewardship. Stewardship, that's number 1. Stewardship, I see SAB being part of part of the SAB is a form of stewardship. And stewardship through science and education geared towards the promotion of health and wellness with the use of potent ingredients and the delivery technology in our products. That's number 1. And number 2 is to be able to participate in a very impactful, important dissemination of accurate scientific information, and also engagement in future development of new products. And so that excites me. And that being part of the Scientific Advisory Board is a vital role to perform. And I find joy in doing that. And I'm sure you probably asked what's my favorite thing being part of this, favorite activity being part of this board. Well, I enjoy everything. Number 1, the friendship that we have. Number two, that's intellectual stimulation between of the members. And the fact that you are able to participate in events and collaborate, these collaborative efforts that we have to improve our products, the existing products that we have, and also to produce new products. Now, why is SAB important for a company? Primarily in three, because it adds credibility. It adds credibility to have these experts in the field. Now, on top of that, it provides guidance, or I would say strategic insights and expertise for for us to in diverse from the diverse fields and areas of specialties. And not only that, as the SAB enhances the scientific basis in which or on which this company and its products are actually actively established and marketed. So
fantastic, Dr. Lana. You answered all the questions so clearly, Definitely, yeah, I only got to know you through the scientific advisory advisory committee, and that's how I excuse me, that's how I got to reach out to you and ask you questions, and we became friends across the Pacific Ocean. We look at the same ocean, but on other sides of the globe. So this is wonderful. Definitely the Scientific Advisory Board adds a lot of credibility in terms of the science and the efficacy, the safety, as well as bioavailability and also cutting edge technology. So that really gives me comfort as a consumer and also as a health professional. Next question I'm going to ask you, most doctors, I'm sure you agree, most doctors tend to not believe in the value of supplements. I still struggle even with some of my medical colleagues who claim that they are holistic in their approach, but they do not believe in value or supplements. Why do you think that supplements still cannot penetrate or be integrated into patient care in the health profession?
Well, you're absolutely right, Caroline. It's a barrier. And I have to be honest with you, before I got introduced to nutraceuticals and its benefits, I was one of them. Okay, I'm very, very skeptical until I immerse myself and learn about it. Well, I thought just eating balanced diet, food, and you cook it, clean and all that is sufficient. And that's not the truth. And, we have all these vitamins and minerals and all the other vital ingredients in our products. But when I studied and immersed myself to learning about it from the Scientific Advisory Board and from our chief, and getting all this vital information, I mean, it dawned on me that we need them. It's vital in the maintenance of our health and wellness. So why is there a barrier in the medical field, particularly amongst my colleagues? Well, because of the fact that, number one, the lack of knowledge. I have to tell you, in medicine, my medical years, we only have a small fraction dedicated to the study of nutrition and biochemistry. I mean, we have a semester of biochemistry, and then from that, there's only a small fraction on nutrition. So I think that's born from the fact of the lack of knowledge and acceptance of this vital aspect of healthcare. So as brand partners, as people who actually have tried these products and the benefits, I mean, we have the moral obligation to share it amongst the people that actually are in the forefront of taking care of the health of people. And unfortunately, if they don't have that knowledge, it's unfortunate that we have to take it upon ourselves to share that. We have the tools to share it to them. And I would be thankful, granting I'm in the other side of the street, saying that I don't know much about our products, and someone approaches me with this kind of strong, wonderful, effective products, I will thank you the rest of my life. Because personally, it helped me. And I'll go over that later in our discussion.
Yeah, fantastic, Dr. Lana. As a dentist too, in my dental training, first 3 years we studied medicine. I studied medicine, and we only have very little lectures on nutrition, and also studied biochemistry like you. And our focus in nutrition is mainly on sugar, frequency of intake of sugar, And knowing what we know now, even that is outdated information that we learned in nutrition during my dental years. So the next question I'm going to ask you is, what do you see that sets Three apart from other nutraceutical company? Because there are thousands, and it's very confusing for the layperson or the consumer. You just walk into a chemist warehouse in Australia, particularly, or pharmacy. There's so many aisles and aisles, and it's a booming billion-dollar business. So can you tell us what sets us apart?
There are several. If you know by heart the 3 pillars, those are the things that set us apart from all the other companies out there. Number 1, exploration. We search the world, discovering new, that's vital, new ingredients to use in our new formulations and our products. Number 2, curation. Our products are carefully crafted to provide benefits specific to your body and needs. Number 3, absorption. All right? The advanced technologies that we have, not just what we have now. You know very well that we don't, not only that we have 11, we have 12 advanced delivery system now with the addition of our super serum that maximizes the cellular level or, a bioavailability of these vital ingredients that will affect cell health. And so I just want to reiterate this. People need to know this. No other company uses newly discovered molecules from plants that have been found from all around the world in their products. That is why Three stands alone in the power of our products to promote health and wellness. We are the only company, I'm just being honest with you, this is a fact. We are the only company that uses new molecules in our products and ingredients.
Wow, that is so fantastic. I feel so blessed. I'm getting goosebumps as I'm listening to you. It's so powerful to be at the forefront and to be living in Australia, thousands of kilometers away, and yet I can get the products delivered to my door. This is fantastic, Dr. Lana. Your work as a pain management specialist and anesthesiologist, you specialize in anesthesia care, pain management, and critical care medicine, and you have the necessary knowledge to understand and treat the entire human body, not just physically, mentally, and emotionally. So what is your general approach to holistic care, patient care, and why? Why do you think, people think that pain management, you don't think about supplements, just drugs, but you actually are different. You are so special. You integrate supplements in your role in the wellness journey for all these people that you care for.
Yeah, that's a very good question. I'm glad that you brought that up. As a medical doctor and one who deals with pain and studies pain on a daily basis, well, I tell my patients that an unhealthy inflammatory status in the body is the root cause of almost all health issues. And in so doing, I offer them that apart from injections or other interventions and sometimes pharmaceuticals, I told them that to curb some of the potential complications from these pharmaceuticals, I tell them that we have this, what we call complementary alternative aspect of medicine. We call that AM in medicine. So nutraceuticals, vitamins, minerals, vital ingredients, and elements are part of the complementary and alternative medicine, and which I always interject whenever I see a patient. It is vital for me to say that. We need to take a look at a patient as a whole. We cannot just, I would call it, we take care of the problem, but rather we become proactive in maintaining the health and wellness. We don't wait for them to get sick, but rather help them to stay healthy. That way they don't get sick. So that's basically my push now in terms of endorsing a maintenance of health and wellness amongst my patients.
That is fantastic. You are so unique. I wish more pain management specialists would focus on that instead of resorting to a drug approach. They have a place, but you have a more natural, healthy, holistic approach, which is the new paradigm, I believe. Yeah, so our products are listed on the PDR, and I keep having to tell my medical colleagues to look it up. In Australia, we have equivalent called MIMS, but PDR, the physician desk reference. Why is that important from a physician and from a consumer perspective to know that all our supplements are listed on the PDR.
Yes, that is it's very powerful and very impactful. It actually does the job for you. So as a PDR or physician desk reference, which is actually renamed now as prescribers digital reference, as you very well know, not only doctors that prescribe, but all other healthcare providers, is very important reference in our armamentarium as providers. Because for over 60 years, physicians and researchers actually have turned to the PDR for the latest word on drugs and this time nutraceuticals. Yeah. So it provides this trusted and updated information and resources for healthcare providers and also patients. So if I were you, I know a lot of people would just say, oh, well, doc, one of my doctors don't want me to use it. The first thing I tell them, why don't you show them the PDR? The products, the 3 products are in the PDR. Let them read it. Okay, let them read it. It's all there. If they want to know more about it, then that will actually give them a resource on how to design treatment plan and treatment decisions for their patients, especially those people. So I recommend our brand partners here, our brand ambassadors here, when your doctor would tell you, no, don't take that. Or if you have some pre-existing condition, you tell them why, you ask them why. Why are you not recommending me to continue this? And if they don't have an answer, you better make sure you share the PDR. Just tell them, hey, doc, you have it with you, right? Refer to the PDR. We are there. These products are there. And come back to me and tell me why you are not recommending it, or why would you ask me, why would you recommend continuing it? So please be equipped. And one of our tools is the PDR.
That is fantastic. The fact that it's now the prescriber's digital reference, making it online and available worldwide is such a big plus for all of us, and we do not have any excuse. Most doctors and GPs, they're so stressed and they have only like 50, I don't know in the US, but in Australia, generally 15 minutes appointment for just a normal consultation. They're constantly looking at the screen. They're looking at something. Many of them don't even make eye contact with the patient. So it's a good time to say, doctor, please type pdr.net and type in the word free and just tell me what you see. So it's a good conversation starter. Thank you, Dr. Lana. I want to now move on to the 6 products. I know you have been using all 6 products, probably even before any of us have started. And also recently you have been privy. You are so lucky, and I'm jealous and envious. That you also started using the Super Serum, which is the new product just launched and released during the convention in August. I only got my product yesterday, so I've started using it and I already feel the difference and feeling happy as well. So just very briefly, just tell us how you would advise people to use the 6 products very quickly. From the Vitality to the collagen, the 6 products, and then the Visage as well, the indications and contraindications, things to look out for, just in general terms.
Well, I have to tell you, the good thing about the 3 products, they all act synergistically, and they are complementary of each other. So I think the most important thing that people need to understand here is the use of these products consistently. And that's what I would like to drive here. People would ask me, how long do I have to use it? Well, if you are bombarded with toxins, environmental toxins every single day, if you are stressed out every single day, and if you are just exposed to all this unnecessary stressors, physical stressors, we need to maintain the use of these products. We have to continuously, consistently take it. So I think that it's very sufficient to say I use all the 6 products. We are not getting any younger, my friends, and I want my clock to turn the other way, not forward. And so they are all synergistic. They work together inside and out. And with the new Visage Super Serum, I mean, you're taking not just outside. Can you just imagine? I've been using it for 30 days. And what I've I've been using it for 30 days, and it really provides a visible reduction in my wrinkles and expression lines. And that's what I've noticed. And what I've noticed too, it supports this hydrated complexion, and enhances skin tone. I'm 56 years old, so we need to take care of ourselves. It nurtures this. If you Caroline, you have a wonderful, you have a very good skin to begin with. But what's good about this Visage Super Serum and all the other ingredients in our other products, it actually nurtures existing healthy skin and supports skin comfort. See? And it tackles these environmental factors that affect our skin over time. And mind you, like a lot of people are telling me, and it's just, this brain skin connection. It enhances this overall sense of well-being with every application. But what's key here is consistency. Using it, unless you are inside the house. And in your house, you have to be very careful with what you bring into your house. I mean, if you're someone that uses other products that has a lot of toxic chemicals, we need to use all our products. And I think that's vital. And they work together. You can just go, how do you use it? Follow those instructions in the back of the boxes. That's basically the optimal use of these products. And really, consistency, that's number one. A lot of people, it's funny when they ask you, how long do I have to take it, doctor? Well, as long as you live. You need to take this. If you want to you look young, you need to, as long as you live. If you want to have this good skincare, then use it.
Thank you, Dr. Lana. That's a really good line. As long as you live, people ask me about the supplements. Oh, I feel better now. So do I stop? I said, if you can eat food, you can take all supplements. I generally say that. And then I also say, do you stop eating food just because you've had a meal? You still keep eating the supplements because they're just food nutrients to fill in the gaps. And this super serum, oh, I love it. I love it because I don't have a skincare routine. And this is like my answer. I've been looking around for some time and just quite lazy about 4 or 5 steps. I don't use any of that. I just clean my skin and then just slap some the sunscreen on. But this is my answer. I love it, love it, love it. Thank you.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, especially for busy individuals, I just love it. You don't have that regimen. The only regimen, wash your face, put it on twice a day.
Yeah, thank you. It's not just the looks, it's my whole overall feeling of well-being. It definitely has the skin-brain connection, loving it. Now on to another level, at a personal level. I hope you don't mind, Dr. Lana. You have actually overcome a very personal health journey yourself. Just very briefly, would you like to just share a little bit of that? Because there's some new people in the audience who might benefit from listening to you and get some comfort and some hope.
Yeah, well, the hard truth is people are more sick now than they were 50 plus years ago. There are so many things in our environment that we are exposed to that harm our health. About 8 years ago, I was diagnosed with cancer, went through treatment, and suffered the horrible, horrible side effects from cancer and its treatment. So what I've done, I have decided to focus on what I can control. What I can control. Which is why I am so passionate about being part of the Scientific Advisory Board in 3, and so passionate about delivering this information to people, and passionate and what's the best way to deliver it is by using the products and them seeing the results. And so, we need to make a conscious effort to live a very healthy lifestyle, and we have to be very careful with what we put in our body, what we apply on our skin, what we use on a daily basis that could affect our health and wellness. And we need to use products that are clean, that are healthy, and most importantly, that are effective. And we have those in our products.
Thank you, Dr. Lana. Thank you for sharing that. And now a very light question. What do you do to relax, Dr. Lana, and switch off from your very busy schedule in 5 clinics and you're everywhere? And what do you concentrate on in terms of self-care?
Well, number one, I love I'm a foodie. Okay, and that's number one. That's one of my relaxation is eating. And people don't believe me, but but I eat and I love my veggie, my greens. That's number one. But number two, I love music too. That it soothes the soul. It's a very well, increases your good hormones and good neurotransmitters. I love music. I play music. I play the piano, play the guitar, but more I love to sing and dance. And that's part of my lifestyle. And I love to travel. The kind of travel that we have with my kids and my family, we don't actually plan. We have surprise travels. We just say, hey, get ready, prepare, we're flying out, or we're going to drive all over, things like that. So there's an element of surprises. I love surprises too. But the bottom line, line here is life is short. Life is simple. Do not complicate it. We need to stay healthy. We need to get the right ingredients and right products into our system. We need to be kind and we need to be happy and have that wonderful relationship with family, with friends, and find a community that will actually love you and make you valuable, feel valuable and make you feel valuable. But for myself, I'm also very spiritual. I love my God who put me in this position.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Lana. You inspire so many people. You definitely inspired me, and I got very close to you. And I love it when you call me your sister in Christ, and your business partner and your dear friend, and you are the same. We all love you. There are more people who love you and are inspired by you than you ever know, actually. And I've heard you play music, and I've heard you sing as well through social media, and I just love it. I played several times. Thank you, Dr. Lana. Please stay on. Next, I'm going to ask my dear friend Wendy Haynes from Australia. We don't have many speakers coming from Australia. So I got Wendy Haynes, who's a weight management consultant. She's also an experienced business owner, and she lives in Port Macquarie, in the same town that I live in, which is a blessing to me in New South Wales, Australia. So Wendy is going to share with us her story and her experience with the company 3 International. So over to you, Wendy.
Thanks, Caroline, and thanks for inviting me to this call to share with everyone. So Caroline introduced me to the 3 range of products, and as a weight management expert and an educator, I'm well aware of the gaps in our nutrition. So as a consumer, I've used all the products, but I recommend to my clients Vitalite, Immune, and Purify as a baseline, depending on their current health status. So the Vitalite is to introduce essential vitamins and minerals and support gut health. Immune is to enhance the body's natural immune response, and then Purify to detox the body and make way for weight loss. So using the products gives me more energy, and it also gives my body what it needs to function well. So like a lot of people, I was lured to the weight loss industry with low-fat, calorie-restricted model, which doesn't work. And if it did, we wouldn't have an obesity epidemic at the moment. So I've been on my own weight loss journey. And after years of struggle and failure and now success through study and hard work, I now help other people realize true health with food, movement, and supplements as medicine. So I recently wrote a post on Facebook about using fasting as a tool for cellular health and renewal. And we have an amazing body that regenerates itself. But with 3 products, we can help that process along much more. So we already know that our products are important, have an important absorption technologies to ensure the benefits reach just at a cellular level, which I think is a really important point. So I'm here to share that with my clients, my family, and my friends.
Fantastic, Wendy. For those of you who don't know Wendy, she's very humble. She's also an author of books and writing even a script for a film. So she's a good person to follow on social media. So Dr. Lana, do you have any comments on what Wendy has shared? Because she personally had a weight management issue herself that she overcame and started using drugs.
I'm so glad that you brought that up. That's the reason why I didn't go through one by one on all the products, because all of these products that we have are complementary, and they actually synergistically and amplify the action of another product or another ingredient. That's the beauty about having this armamentarium that we have, our tools for health that we have. And again, I'm going to repeat this and reiterate it every single time. Consistency is important. Consistency is important. We cannot stop doing this if we are bombarded with all these things, stressors in life, toxins. We need to continue taking them.
Thank you. Thank you. Stay on, Dr. Lana, and stay on, Wendy. Next, I'm going to call Renee Lin from California. Renee, would you like to turn on your camera? Beautiful. Renee is a functional health and nutrition coach and entrepreneur of 35 years, a mom of 2 boys. She loves golf, hiking, and yoga, and she's only 62 years young. And she comes she is speaking to us from, where are you, California or Las Vegas? I know you have 2 homes. So Renee has an amazing journey too in her own health and wellness story, but recently she has started using our newly launched product, and which I'd like her to also talk about. Renee, over to you. You're looking happy and beautiful.
Such a pleasure, Dr. Hong. I always enjoy spending time with you. And thank you for inviting me, and Dr. Galacia. Oh my gosh, always. And of course, you know, I love my team that is all over the world and global, and a lot of them in the Philippines. So very exciting. Nice to meet you, Wendy. I'm actually coming in from the beach. I couldn't take the desert anymore, the California desert or the Las Vegas desert. So I've spent the month of August in Del Mar, California. In fact, I'm looking at the ocean right now. So feeling very lucky. But yes, my health journey started 11 years ago when I felt like a really vibrant 51-year-old woman, and hair, like everything starts tanking. My hair is falling out. My skin is crepey. I could hold up my arm and like it would be like hanging, and I couldn't sleep, and I had pain in areas of my body. And just like Dr. Galacia said, you know, inflammation is the precursor to pain, and I was bloated all the time. I couldn't figure anything out, and they found that it wasn't my hormones, it wasn't menopause, it was severe mercury toxicity. And of course, you know, we all know, and Dr. Galacia mentioned that, you know, our environmental toxins are creeping up on us, you guys. And I ate what I thought was a really healthy diet, which was pescatarian. Like I you know, ate lots of veggies. I grew up vegetarian. I ate, you know, what I thought was good, healthy fish. Unfortunately, I had leaky gut. And so my body was just like absorbing all these toxins instead of eliminating them. And I'm a health and wellness coach. I'm a weight loss coach. I've helped people for 12 years. And so it was a long journey, but I will tell you, halfway through my journey, I came across these fantastic delivery systems. I started studying them, and I can't tell you what a blessing it's been for me. Like, it has changed my life. And I will tell you, like, I've been on the Visage now for 10 days. Do you see the glowy skin? Like, yes, like my skin, you know, I'm 62 now. My skin feels very soft, and I'm not a like makeup-y girl. So I never wear makeup at all, just some eyebrows, of course, little mascara here and there. But ultimately, like, I feel like when I put this on, like, I clean my face just with water in the morning, and then I'll put this on, and I feel like I'm using like half the moisturizer, because it's just like so moisturized. I'm excited, and I feel happy. I told you I feel happy and productive. So that neurocosmetic has kicked in.
It's fabulous. Thank you. And you look glowing. Your skin is glowing. And so is Dr. Lana. And so is Wendy. Everybody. Yeah. And Dr. Lana, would you like to make some comments on what Renee just shared with us? It's just fantastic.
Well, you know, I saw Renee in Salt Lake, and I tell you, Renee, you look younger. Your skin is just glowing. You look gorgeous, my friend. Well, I just want to make a comment here. With the addition of Visage Super Serum, we now have the ultimate inside and outside approach, not only for the skin health, but for overall health as well. And the good thing about that, our Visage Neurocosmetic Serum, due to its cellular absorption technologies, it penetrates deep into the skin, deeper into the skin, while the beauty from within, the properties of collagen. Okay, if you're taking collagen on top of that, teach the body how to make collagen again and nourish the inner layers of the skin. When combined, these two products make sure every part of the skin is actually taken care of. See? And then the anti-aging products or properties, I should say, of Eternal, especially the 200 milligrams of resveratrol, combine well with the neurocosmetic abilities of Visage Serum, and to make sure both mind and body are both properly cared for. So,
fantastic. Thank you, Dr. Lana. And thank you, Renee. Please stay on, all of you. Next, I'm going to call on the Honorable Andrew Stoner, whom I married 4 years ago. So he's my husband. Andrew, would you like to turn your camera on, please? And yes, unmute. Yeah, thank you, darling. Yeah, so Andrew is a company director, a chair of a number of business boards, and also was spent a long time former member of Parliament and Deputy Premier of New South Wales. He left politics a long time ago, and that's how we got together and we married eventually, just before the lockdown. But Andrew is here to share with you a story. I know some of you might have heard him before share his knee injury and also his skin concerns story. But since then, he has some new updates to share with you. So I'm really excited. So Andrew, please share with the world about your journey.
Thanks, Dr. Caroline. I'm sure that you and Dr. Lana get right into the science behind these products, but I'm a pretty simple guy. And to me, they work, after years of buying the supermarket supplements or from the chemist, whatever. I thought I'd better take them, but I never knew if they worked. I know this works. And I'll tell a story related to my love for surfing. Now, in Australia, we've got more beaches and better beaches, I've got to say. I'm bragging, than pretty much anywhere in the world. And I've grown up at the beach, and I've been surfing since I was 10 years old. And I still love surfing, even with the sharks that we've got these days. Unfortunately, when I was young, we didn't really look after our skin in terms of the effects of the sun. And one of the other things about Australia is we don't have much of an ozone layer, so the UV impacts are really, really strong in Australia, and skin cancer it's a huge issue here. Well, after 50 plus years of surfing, the fact that I didn't have sunscreen on when I was young came back to bite me. I've now had like 3 skin cancers removed from various parts of my body. And I've got to keep an eye out for it. Melanoma's, it's a killer here in Australia. It's a very high incidence, and it's a deadly cancer. So I've got to be really careful. So I've gone to a dermatologist, and she had a look at me and said, "Wow, you've got a lot of precancerous tissue, particularly around your face and your lips." Like your lips, you don't want to get cancer there because the treatment options are horrible. So we're going to treat you for your precancerous skin using lasers and serums and all sorts of stuff. Anyway, I started at the behest of my lovely wife taking this one. And around the time that we all heard about epigenetics, and I thought about this, epigenetics, well, my genetics, I'm kind of Scottish and Scandinavian and English and Irish, my DNA, what you don't want in the high UV area of the world. I wonder if this will help. Well, I have been taking it since it came out now, and I went down to the dermatologist for the treatment on my lips. And she had a look and she said, wow, your lips, they're not precancerous anymore. They've improved. You must have been really looking after them. And I said, well, yeah, I've actually been looking after them, but I've also taken this product. So to me, it was epigenetics. You know, I don't have to accept my genetics and the environmental impacts that I underwent over the last 50 years. And briefly, also my love of surfing. I had some knee injuries and I couldn't bend, I couldn't squat. That's terrible for a surfer. You know, you want to get in the barrel, squat down and get that tube ride come over you. So this one, this Revive, again, you know, my doctor friend here, Caroline, said you got to take this. And I have no pain in my knees anymore. And I'm surfing like a young fella again. And even the good surfers around here have noticed. And I've said, what are you taking? What are you doing? So that's what I say. It works. And I've got a new lease on life. And I can't wait to try the Visage to go to the next level with my skin, looking at you ladies.
Thank you, Andrew. Yeah, that's a fantastic sharing, and I'm glad you are able to share your personal journey with all of us. I hope that the audience can learn from this. Dr. Lana, do you have any comments on what Andrew has shared?
Well, I'm glad that you are all benefiting and reaping the benefits from taking these products. But our next responsibility, particularly us members of the healthcare, is to share what we have. And the one way to share is by using it. Like I said, demonstrate. It will those visible signs of improvement is a testimony of your being compliant in your healthcare and the maintenance of our health and wellness. So please share. It's time for us to share and change the course of the health of this world. And we have that moral responsibility, especially we have the tools now. So please don't stop sharing, continue sharing, because sharing is caring, like what I said.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Lana. So that comes to the end of our webinar session. Please go back to the person who invited you here and at least get some feedback from them on finding out more about the 6 supplement products that we use and the new Visage skincare, or just ask for more information and studies, clinical studies. We are one of those few companies, or maybe the only company in the world that actually does its own clinical studies for the products and trials before we actually release them. So thank you, Dr. Lana. Do you have a last message for everybody? I think you covered it all, but yeah, maybe I get you to say one more.
Yes, I can't wait to see you next year. And I hope everybody's registered for our next year's event, a huge event. But really, I really thank my God for putting 3 in my life and its products. It changed my health. It helped me with, you know, the maladies of my cancer treatment and the cancer itself. And now I am a living testimony. And now I hope that you will be a living testimony of what we have here. So keep sharing, and I thank you. We have that stance that we have these powerful products.
Yes.
Be brave to share that, particularly to your healthcare providers. Show them the PDR. Show them what you have. Show them how clean our products and how effective they are. Now we have 12 advanced technology system that increases bioavailability, that makes it very, very effective. So be brave, be kind, be happy, and share.
Thank you. They're lovely words. So thank you again to Wendy and to Renee, to Andrew, Dr. Lana. Thank you everyone who's tuned in today. That there will be a recording and there will be a session again every week like this. So tune in. Thank you and God bless everyone.